That was big. It's something I talk about still to this day. I've got neighbors and friends we hang out with about the same age, and these guys played football. One guy played at Oregon State, and I mean, even for him, the things he remembers high school, and we just talk about it all the time. Guys out here, you know, we've coached these kids' football teams together, and we hang around a lot, and always got old stories about football. It's fun.
That was a godsend. That was really that was enjoyable. Especially when I finally realized that we were the first team in Hicksville that did do that, went undefeated and untied.
I feel everybody's goal when you start in football or you start in any sport, your goal is to go all the way and win it all. And to go 10-0 with the way we dominated the league, I don't know how anybody could put us second to any team in Hicksville history. And I strongly believe that.
The 10-0 season meant that we were top dogs in the whole area forever, as far as I was concerned. There's no way of comparing any other team up against us. I really regret that the playoffs weren't really in place much that year, because I just would like to have known, and it just drives me nuts not knowing. But as far as I'm concerned, we're the best team that's ever come out of Hicksville, best team that ever will. I'm very proud of it.
Well, that's something that the fact that we were 10-0 and the first Hicksville team to ever be 10-0, undefeated, untied, is something I use at every family gathering with with the Klein family, because Judy's brother Jeff, who was 3 years younger than we were, played on a 10-0 team, and of course I remind him that our 10-0 team would have kicked their 10-0 team's butts. There's still no doubt. In fact, I threatened to line us up today, and we'll take them on. Mm-hmm. So I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
Being able to sit here 30 years later and still talk about it, that's how big it was. There's not one moment, there's not one play, there's not one win. Is a highlight to me that, every time we get together, we talk about the game. This game, that play. To this day, it's still a thing, and it's like I mentioned, it brought us together as fraternity brothers almost to a point.
You know, I don't know if I have one highlight of the season. It was just the whole season was just a kind of a really good year. The guys played well as a team. I think that it was kind of a fun team to be on, because those guys brought a lot of, especially the assistants and Lee brought a lot of. They just brought a lot of interesting views and sayings and things to kind of keep the team focused. And it was just a very good team.
I think it was just a milestone. I thought it was going to be set in the annals of Hicksville High School forever and ever. And I think it has done. I know a lot of people have forgot about it, but I tell you, it'll be great memories to me, and I'm sure to you and everybody on that team until the day they die. Yeah, it's something that never happened before.
Well, I think that was an accomplishment that, when you look back on that whole team, though, as a group, we only lost 4 football games, going clear back to 7th grade, which a lot of people don't even think about that. We lost two games our sophomore year and 2 games our junior year. And other than that, we ran the table. And that just kind of capped her off. The perfect season. Nobody gave us any credit, and yet we went out and kicked ass every week.
Well, it's something that I don't think sunk in a lot until, many years after, when you kind of look back and, the Bruce Springsteen cliche, glory days. You appreciate it a lot more, and you think about, what it took for that to happen, and what it took for all the guys in the team to pull together to make that happen. I think at the time, I didn't really have a lot to compare it to. I was a junior, The following year, we went undefeated except for a tie, and success was something you just sort of got used to and maybe took for granted. And I think only in looking back did I realize that that wasn't so easy, and that's not real common, and it makes you appreciate it all the more.
Very good. Good answer, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks.
If Hosty was the legs of the team and Mo was the body and I was the arm, then without a doubt, Zaj was the soul. He kept the fire burning and led by example, full tilt at all times.
You know, it seems like that whole year, especially in football, the spirit thing was huge. You know, all kinds of signs and, you know, just support and everything. Oh, we were very proud of the team and everyone. So yeah, it was very special.
I remember just cheering in rain, in cold weather, in whatever, and I remember we worked so hard on our cheers because we went to camps and we did really well as a group, and it made it so exciting because we felt like we were kind of a winning cheerleading squad, plus we had a winning team, and it just complemented everything, and we just ended up going out that door together. During that time, Stan and I kind of always hung out together anyways, whether it was science or whatever, and you know, I was just kind of proud to have him walk with me and represent the senior class because it was an awesome class to graduate from. So that was really fun.
This senior group had been together playing on the playground in 6th grade together, and we were playing the same positions that we played all through our high school careers. We knew what the other ones were thinking and could react to a situation in a moment's notice. We had a lot of people, such as dads, moms, and coaches, fans, and the student body that stood behind us, and we fed off that emotion. Putting this video together was a real labor of love, and I hope it brings back all the pride and emotion that we shared during that time.
There we were 10-0 the first time ever. Everybody went crazy, and the kids celebrated. We got patches, said 1973, 10-0 ain't too bad. I remember that. We had those patches made up, and everybody put them on their red varsity leather jackets, and it said 10-0 ain't too bad, and that's and it certainly wasn't. A season to remember.
On these winds of victory ride emotions of a year, of work and sweat, guts, glory, and fear.
Put me on the 1 foot line and give me 2 minutes to go and give me all 3 of my timeouts and give me my boys. And then let me hear my name over the loudspeaker. Let me hear the roar of the crowd. Let me have them booing on one side. Let me get in and call plays, see the eyes grow as I call these plays and talk to them.